Well, Raw just ended, and my goodness, what a huge letdown that was. I don't know about you guys, but man, that was brutal. The crowd was horrible. They barely reacted to anything. They would just kind of stand there and stare. It was just not a good, second year Raw on Netflix, the second year of it. What a terrible start. They tried to get the new tag champs with Rhea and Io. That's great. Kind of lackluster. The tag division's lacking right now. If they want to really go for something, maybe Lash and Nia Jax, I don't know. But my goodness, that was just awful. Continuing on, the whole Becky Lynch winning with the weirdest match ever where Maxine Dupree was in slow motion. My goodness. It was just from one bad segment to another bad segment. Then the Gunther AJ Styles thing. Oh my God. I don't know what they were thinking, but my goodness, that should be AJ's last match. And I know maybe next week's crowd will be a lot better in Germany, but geez, that was brutal. They were just kind of staring at each other and it was uncomfortable feeling. Man, just the booking and the show itself, the feeling, it was just a god-awful show. Then you continue onwards. They did the weird segment with Rey Mysterio in the back with Dragon Lee. Didn't even say who it was. They had a whole vintage or promo, whatever you want to call it, vignette with, Penta. And then the first thing they show is Dragon Lee. It just made no sense as the night progressed. Then they had Liv Morgan do her match. She did all right, I guess, against Lyra Valkyrie. That girl's just awful. She's everyone, I don't know. She just doesn't have the it factor. I'm sorry, Liv, she does, but Lyra does not. And the whole weird, storyline with Bayley being abusive, abusive, girlfriend, not girlfriend, but you know what I mean, her friend who's crazy and then abuses her on the side, who's not really your friend. It's just one bad segment to another. And then we have all these weird little things going on with the Stranger Things, which made no sense. And they had a cool title belt, I guess, in the crowd with the one person that was there. But I don't know. It was just a brutal show overall, and just not a good way to start off year 2 of Raw on Netflix. It was just not good. Then you get to the main event. And first off, before we even talk about that, the whole tease of Chris Jericho break down the walls to get everybody to tune in just to let him down, terrible booking. If Jericho's not signed, he's not signed. Or maybe they just heard the crowd being dead and they're you know what, we're not going to give him Jericho. But this made me think after, this whole CM Punk Braun Breaker match that I think Drew's going to win. They got to do something to kind of rebound themselves. So Drew's going to beat Cody, calling it now. But this match, oh my God, I don't know if they don't rehearse these matches. I know they used to do house shows to get everybody familiarized with one another, and Braun and CM Punk had it, were in the gauntlet match a few months back, and then they did War Games and everything, but geez, it was just a horrible match. And then the finish with Braun doing some crazy dive, then throwing him in the ring, and then getting kneed in the face, and then GTS, and then that's it. They do all that, and the crowd was just not into that either. So I don't know what Triple H has to do in TKO, but this is just a brutal way to start the year off for Raw. I mean, my goodness, I don't know what to say other than I really hope they rebound. NXT, we'll see. Shawn Michaels runs that, so we'll see how that goes. AEW has been not too, fantastic as well. I mean, they got MJF as champ again, so I guess that's cool. And then Kenny Omega's going to fight him, so that's their big thing going on there. TNA seems to be the only one that's really getting some traction with their debut showing up on AMC. So SmackDown, calling it now. Drew's going to beat Cody. And then, it's probably going to be some weird thing where they reveal that maybe Jacob Fatu comes back finally and, it was either Drew or Cody. Probably Cody. And then they have the whole Randy Orton thing kind of lurking in the back too. But I don't know. Overall, thumbs down. Sorry, guys, but that was just brutal. Make sure you like, subscribe, leave your comments down below if you thought tonight was just a big miss, because I did.